Good morning. Hi there. I'm coming live this morning because I'm taking part in the Made Makers event that's happening this weekend. All through the weekend, I believe there's over 140 makers' work is showcased and sold online via the mademakers.co.uk website. So you can go on there and browse everyone's work, and you can go through to their respective websites to browse more, see more, and purchase. So a great opportunity to do some Christmas shopping from the comfort of your home, because let's face it, that's the only way we can do it at the moment, at least in this country. So yeah, there's lots of things happening over the weekend, and if you go on that website, mademakers.co.uk, you'll also see the rest of the schedule. There'll be people showing stock like I'm doing today, and there'll be people showing workshops. There's Pechakucha, I think it's called. It's a Japanese thing where people show 20 slides and talk for 20 seconds about each. So it's about 6 minutes worth of an introduction to someone or whatever that it is that they're trying to talk about. Yes, so yesterday I came on to introduce myself. I'm Karin and I'm a jeweler, and I also showed rings yesterday. Now, if you'd like to see that, I've posted it on my profile, on my timeline, as an IGTV video. So you can just pop on there and watch that from yesterday. And I will post this one as well afterwards if there's something you'd like to go back to. Please pop some comments down there if you want to say hello. I'm seeing a few people joining at the moment. Yes, and what else should I be saying? That's about it, really. If you've got any questions at all, you can contact me here via Instagram or Facebook, or you can get on my website. There's a link up there in my bio. If you go to my bio, you'll find links to everything on my website. And pop me a message if I can help, if you need any extra photos of anything or any videos that you would like me to do to show you something a bit closer. Questions about sizing, lengths of chains, all sorts of things like that, you can just contact me. Right, so I'm going to show you some of the necklaces that I've got available, and then if we've got time left, I shall be talking a little bit briefly about commissions as well, which I do quite a lot of. But let's do some necklaces. So I thought what better way to show necklaces than to actually show them on. So I'll be your model today. So that's what I'll do. I'll try and show them a little bit up close to the camera as well, and then on me, just because it makes a difference when you can see things actually worn. So here we go. As you will see, my jewellery is very much about the gemstones, spectacular ones, be it a beautiful colour, a lovely cut, or some interesting inclusions. Hi Fiona. And then I complement that with sterling silver, recycled, often with brushed sleek finishes, and also textured finishes that are inspired by the rugged coastline of the North Cornwall coast where I live. So this is the first one I'd like to show you. So I'll see if I can get it a little bit closer up to the camera. I don't know if the focus is very good on it. This is a dendritic agate. It's got some really interesting little inclusions inside the stones. They almost look like little ferns or a little growth in there. A lovely little stone, something that I will work a bit more on with going forward. And then we've got, I often mimic the shape of the stone in the components that I team them up with. So in this necklace, I've added a silver drop with the very textured look to it, in the same shape, just a little bit bigger, to pick up on the shape of that cabochons, and that's what it looks like on the behind, and that's my hallmarks on there. So that's an 18-inch chain, so that's quite a common standard length, and it sits quite nicely on top of a jumper like I'm wearing now. Or even if you wanted a necklace like this sitting under a shirt or something, you can have these on shorter chains. You can have 16 or 18 or 20, or even longer if you prefer that. You can always contact me. So that's one. The next one I'm going to show you is another, I call these duo necklaces, which have two pendants on them. And they're great because they're actually 3-in-1, so you can wear one or the other or both together. This one here has a beautiful green, if I can get the clasp done on live. This one has a beautiful green tourmaline. It's a smooth drop. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better coming up there. So this one is a really beautiful stone, lovely, lovely green. And again, I've teamed it up with a drop high minty, teamed it up with a drop in the same shape to make that duo necklace. This one is not patinated, so this has a brighter finish than the previous one I showed you, which had the patina to bring out the textures. But that's that one, and that's the backs of that one there. And that's again sitting on me on an 18-inch chain, just to give you an idea how that sits on. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you has an aquamarine, and again this one is a bright finish. So this collection I'm showing you, most of the pieces I'm showing you today are from my so-called rugged collection, which is inspired by the Cornish coastline and the rocks and cliffs, and that's what the textures are. I used to, when this collection was first launched, it was mainly patinated pieces, so with that deep dark patina and brushed off high spot. But I've also now made them in a bright finish, which is this basically. This one here is a beautiful moss aquamarine in quite an interesting shape as well. And again, I've mimicked the shape of the stone in the shape of the actual pendant that the stone is set into. And there we have it on its bail. And there's the back of it. And I believe that's again on an 18-inch chain. That's quite a standard length, but like I said, you can have them on whatever length you prefer. They also have different kinds of chains. Most of these are put on, it's called a rounded box chain, which I think is quite nice. It's contemporary, but a little bit different to the usual snake chains, perhaps. The next one I'm going to show you is a longer chain, so it's a longer necklace, and this one I can actually, oh, I've just broken the chain. Oh, great. So you shouldn't be putting them over your head like that. Anyway, so here we go. This is a labradorite, this stone. So if we look at it a little bit closer, it has, if I can show them in the light, they have beautiful blue, there we go, beautiful blue flashes when the light hits these stones. And as you can see, it's a faceted stone as well in a quite organic freeform shape. And I've then teamed that up with a silver drop that's also got that sort of similar shape, quite organic, and it has the textures again with the patina. And there we've got the back of the pendant. So this pendant I've hung on a longer chain, so this is a 24. If I come back a little bit, you can see the whole of it. So that hangs quite a lot lower down on the body, and it could be put on a 30-inch chain as well to hang nearly down to your kind of belly. And that's also a nice one. Especially you can wear these things teamed up with another pendant. So if you want to layer them up a little bit, you can do that. Hi Helen, I think. Yeah, so that's that pendant there. Labradorite is the stone on that one. There we go. I shall be replacing the chain on that one. Next up, we have something a little bit different. This is from my pebble collection. I have a collection that features pebbles from my local beaches down here in Cornwall, and I often team them up with perhaps slightly unexpected combinations of gems. So this one here is combined with a stunning dendritic quartz. Similar to the one I showed you at the beginning, but that was an agate that had more of a semi-opaque base. This one is a see-through, so you can see me moving behind, and with those beautiful inclusions inside the stone there. And also I've added a little black diamond to it. I like using combinations like this. You wouldn't normally see perhaps a beach pebble with stones like these, and I like the kind of unexpectedness of that. This one is, these stones are set really simply in sleek brushed silver, because I think the stones speak for themselves. They're beautiful in their own right. I've hung that on a 24-inch. Hi Katie. I've hung this on a 24-inch, but that can obviously be had on a shorter chain as well. It would look lovely on an 18 or a 20, for example. There we have that one. Next up, I've got a couple of necklaces, a bit bigger pieces. And the first one is favourite coming back a lot, Labradorite. This here is a bit more of a statement. So, of course, this one you could wear on top of a jumper like I'm doing, or you could wear it if you have a lower cut top. It looks quite nice to be worn on directly on the skin. This has beautiful Labradorites again. I think you can actually see the blue flashes now when you move around with a necklace like this. They kind of, yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful stones. One of my very favourites to work with. And I've added again complementing shapes with the textures that I create by fusing. And it's a way for me to recycle my scraps from my production, which is a lovely thing to be able to do. All the silver that I use is also, hello cousin, is also recycled metals. So recycled sterling silver in this case. So if I come a little bit closer. See some of the stones in the blue, beautiful blue flashes. There we go. So that's that one. Next, or the last necklace that I'm going to show you today. Obviously, all of these necklaces are available on our website, and you can go and have a look at them there. The next necklace I'm going to show you is also a bit more of a sort of statement piece, really. Oopsies. There we go. There we go. So I can get this on. This is the beauty of live. Nothing really works the way you want it quite. Here we go. There's this is a bit more of a statement. I've put it on its longest setting now. It's a handmade chain, totally handmade from scratch, from silver stock wire, in quite organic shapes that you can see here. And it's a long chain, and it's got a hook clasp, I can show you in a minute, that you can change the length of it. So you could, if you wanted to, you could wear it quite high up as well. Okay, in this one we have at the top, I will hold this a little bit closer so you can see them. At the top here we've got a moss aquamarine, which is that aquamarine that has little tiny flecks of black inside it that gives it a steely blue colour. Next one is a kyanite, again a beautiful stone that's like a teal blue with some speckle inclusions inside. The next one here is a rainbow moonstone, and at the bottom is a little blue tourmaline. It looks a bit like an aquamarine, but it's actually a tourmaline. And again, with this one has quite organic shapes, and the textures and the deep patina that I use for this collection. And that's quite a long statement, but again, like I said, you can shorten it up so that it's not long. It has a hook at the end that you can hook into any of the links on the actual necklace itself, even into the bigger ones, to adjust it so it suits lots of different outfits. There we go. That was all the necklaces that I was planning to show you this morning. Just checking the time. I've got about 1 minute to talk about commissions, because I know there is somebody else that's doing a live at 10 o'clock and I don't want to impose too much. So all of these pieces here are one of a kind, and that most of my work is one of a kind, but I also work a lot to commission. So basically, if you see something you like out of mine, with my style, my aesthetics, you could contact me and ask me to make something in particular for you, and we would either meet up, which obviously we can't do at the moment, but I often deal with commissions via email or via the phone, or even at the moment Zoom sessions is possible. And we talk about what it is that you would like, what your timescales are, what your budget is, a particular design that you're interested in, maybe colours, stones. Sometimes there's birthstones involved. Sometimes people have a stone of their own they'd like to use, that I will sometimes do that as well. And basically we talk until we come up with an idea. I quite often then go away, have a think, come up with a design. I might send some sketches. And we eventually come to the conclusion of a design and a stone choice. I will then produce a quote and often send, again, sketches, photos of stones that we're choosing from. So everything is within your control, and I will kind of lead you through the whole process. At every step you can have a say in what we're doing, and we get to the point where yes, this is what we're going to go for. I then ask you to pay a deposit, which is usually 50% of the final invoice. I then start work, and the time that it takes depends on whether I have the materials in stock or whether I need to source them. Sometimes it can take a month perhaps to do a commission. Sometimes it can take 6 months, depending on whether we can't find the exact stone. And I'm very particular. I like to make sure that the one we have is the one that you want. And when I've then finished, I often show also progress throughout. So I send photos and updates on how it's going. And that's quite nice, so you can see your piece growing. When it's done, I ask for the final payment, and then the piece is shipped. And like I said, I do a lot of these, and if you'd like to see some examples, you can go to my website. There's also quite a lot of testimonials on my website, so I've added on lovely feedback that I've had from customers for commissions that I've done. I have quite recently updated my testimonials page, my feedback page. So yeah, commission, special order, custom, bespoke, you can call it what you like, but basically it's all the same thing. It's for you to have a special piece made that's totally you, and that nobody else will have. So that's a nice thing. That's commissions in a nutshell. If you want any more information, or indeed if you would like to commission a piece, get in touch. I would love to hear from you. Right, so I'm going to upload this video because I better stop now. I have overdrawn by a couple of minutes. I'm going to upload this to my timeline, so if you want to watch it again, you can. Tomorrow morning, same time, 9:45, I'm going to come online again and show you some earrings. And I may show some stones as well. I haven't quite decided yet. If you've got any requests for what you would like to see apart from earrings tomorrow, do let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and do check out themademakers.co.uk for everything that's happening this weekend, and most importantly, go and check out all those lovely, lovely makers that are displaying their work on there. Many of them have produced special work for this weekend, so new, totally new designs. And many of them are one-offs, so if there's one you like, snap it up. Thank you so much, and hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you, bye.